Hello, hello, hello. We are here. We are live. I hope. Let's see. Hang on, hang on. We're live on three places. What's happened here? We're not live on Facebook anymore. That's alright. We don't need Facebook. They're assholes anyway. I'm not sure why we're not live on Facebook right now, but okay.
I need to find it. Like I said, Love Branch.
I'll take it. I don't like Facebook anyway. Tell you what we'll do though.
Working that light to free up all this traffic.
Tell you what I'll do. I am gonna go over and figure out why I'm not on. What in the world's happening, boys? You know how hard it is to run a show, a stream, when you're absolutely alone? And you're trying to do it from the front seat of your car? It's not easy. It's not easy at all. So if anyone wants to produce, send me a message. You can come right around with me and help run the stream. Alright, sorry guys, we're about to get going. I've just, I got the stream kind of screwed up at the moment. Hang on.
Highway 71 in Palermo received a 911 abandoned call from a cell phone.
Somehow I've got the stream screwed up. My apologies. In other news, we have crossed 1 million views today. Now that is impressive. Yeah, before the show. Yeah, sorry guys, I'm not looking at the chat. You know what? I don't even know what I'm doing here. Is it even worth it to do an Instagram stream? It may not even be worth it. Is it worth it? Is it not worth it? Wednesday, how's it going? Yes, we crossed 1 million views today. In one day. That is pretty dang impressive for one day. My ad revenue, my ad share is going to go up. Last month's ad revenue share was, I got it today actually. I think it was $363 for last month's ad share. Hang on, I'm not looking at the chart, the chat. Okay, stream key is copied. We're going to go over here to Instagram and we're going to turn it on. Boom, boom, boom. I got to paste the stream key in there. Control V. Save. So guess what? Got good news. Tomorrow, my Starlink's supposed to arrive at the house tomorrow, and I'm very excited for that. Very, very, very excited. Okay, we are now live on Instagram too, so good deal, good deal, good deal. We're gonna close that tab out because we don't need it, and back to the chat. All right. So now we're live. We're live everywhere.
That should be good because we're starting to get things moving now.
Okay, now we're live on Facebook too. All right. Even though nobody watches on Facebook, it doesn't hurt my feelings.
Battery died, so
Okay.
around to the PD to get the jump.
Yeah. So Starlink is supposed to be here tomorrow, and you know what? I'm kind of going in between the. Do I want to spend the time after it arrives and get Starlink installed and the new cameras, get the stuff going that I want to do with Starlink? It's going to take a bit to get it installed. I've got to put some stuff in the back. I got to get this new 3,000 watt inverter installed, run some cables and a new battery, and so on and so forth. Do I want to do that and skip Austin After Dark tomorrow night? Or should we do Austin After Dark tomorrow night and then just come back, and then I'll take off Sunday and get the Dash Mobile set up? I don't know. In other news, there may be coming up, I'm very excited about this, so I'm going to leak it already. There may be a Dash billboard in Austin. Just throwing it out there. It's coming. I'm telling you right now, it's coming. I don't know exactly when, but it's coming.
Current clear, -99, no local history.
What do you guys think about that? A Dash billboard. Boy, that's gonna piss off the people in this city that hate me. That would almost make it worth it, to be quite honest with you. Yeah, Wednesday. Way. Seriously.
Rollingwood 6 is out on traffic, 5200 block of Rollingwood Drive.
Seriously. Blows my mind to think about it, but it's definitely in the works. Let's put it that way. Definitely in the works. Yeah, I think it'll bring a lot of attention. I think, a lot of people are not on Twitter, and we're doing really well on Twitter right now. But it would, directing people to a website where they can then find all of the content that I produce. I think we're going to reach a lot more people that way, I think. Hey, Joey. How you doing, buddy? Joe, Air Crash Info, is over on YouTube. He's over on YouBoob, as my buddy calls it. The YouBoob. So tonight is going to be the first episode that I don't have the Austin police scanner. So I'm going to tell you right now that I don't know how this episode is going to go. It may just be a bunch of me bumping my gums. And if that's the case, I am very sorry. Wednesday, so here, this is one thing I promised everybody. No matter where this goes, if it gets big, if it dies tomorrow, you guys are the ones that make this happen. And I will never, ever lose sight of who made all this possible. I will guarantee you that and give you my word. Well, thanks. Thanks, Joe. I appreciate that. That's a little mean. I'm getting trolled by my son. My 11-year-old's on here trolling me. No, Wednesday. I was serious. I really don't ever think. That's one thing that worries me when people start to get bigger and start to branch out and things get popular. People tend to get a big head, and they start to get a very overinflated sense of self-importance. And I don't ever want to get that way. I don't. Look. Please, if I ever start acting that way, knock me back down to size, because I don't ever want to start acting that way, And sometimes it's hard, you know, when you have people asking you to come on their shows, come do my show, come do this, and you know, you have a million people on social media telling you how great your stuff is. It's hard. It's good to stay humble. Let's put it that way. It's good to stay humble. Yeah, me too, Wednesday. I'm telling you, things have, you know, it's like things grew at at a steady pace, but very slowly. And then it's like all of a sudden, like something or somebody just hit the gas. And I mean, we're growing so fast right now. It's pretty amazing. Not only on Twitter, but all across all social media, like TikTok. You know, I'm averaging like 1.6 million views on TikTok. It blows my mind. Yeah, I don't know what's happened, but somebody somewhere hit the gas really, really fast, and the protests this week really helped things for sure. The protests this week actually got us an audience outside of Austin. Like my audience was here in Austin, and now we're starting to gather an audience outside of Austin. But we're gonna. I will never stop focusing on Austin. This is about Austin. This isn't about, you know, Washington D.C. This is about Austin. So I've got the camera on top of the car tonight. I hope it looks all right. I'm trying to determine if it's crooked or not. I think it might be a little crooked. I may have to stop and fix that real quick. Does it look crooked? It looks a little crooked, doesn't it? The Austin After Dark sign is not in the lane, which makes me think it's crooked. I can't tell if that looks crooked or not. Is it? It's crooked, right? So is it to the right or to the left? It's crooked to the right, isn't it? Okay, we're gonna stop. I gotta fix that. I will not be able to let that go. I'm not gonna be. I'm sorry, guys. I gotta stop to fix that. I'm looking at it now, and it's bugging the shit out of me. I won't be able to let it go. Yeah, it's leaning to the right. Okay, we're gonna fix it. We're gonna stop and fix it right now. Where are we gonna pull in? We're gonna pull. Okay, I'll take it back. There is a gas station right here we can turn into. Yeah, now that I'm looking at it and you pointed it out about the 15 degrees, I can see it. It's very... Yeah, man, what's your question, buddy? We're going to stop right here and fix it. Yeah, that's driving me nuts. I can't do that. Let's see. If I pull up to the curb... Let's see. Yeah, it's way crooked to the right. Is that any better? You guys tell me if that's better. See, I'm looking at it in OBS, which is kind of hard for me to... Now it looks like it's kind of crooked to the...
You get through the Parkway Drive.
Hang on.
Cars are on the subject that need the threads left in a black Dodge Ram, four-door with a short bed. First three of the 20s, Sam, David, Robert. And you turn on the television.
Okay,
And also the
that's better.
color-wise, the only thing he's orange with is a pocket knife.
Go left like 5 degrees. How's that?
27 to white male Troy Martin, eligible currently.
I think that looks a lot better, actually. Okay, let's just hope so. Like I said, it's on the roof. So, and the reason I have it on the roof is for some reason when I have it in the car with me, looking out the windshield at nighttime, all the lights and everything, it shows a star, and it just really looks horrible. So, yes, you can do a ride along with me for sure, son. You can, buddy. All right. Traffic injury rollover on Riverside. Let's see. Odor investigation. Bear Canyon Drive. That's ESD 05. There's an auto fire on... That's an emergency service district 2. All right. So yeah, Starlink is supposed to be here tomorrow, and I think I'm going to just do the show like normal tomorrow night, and then take Sunday off and get Starlink installed with my other cameras and all that stuff. So hopefully Monday morning I'll go live from Starlink, and it's gonna look, and I'll be able to so right now I'm streaming at like 480, I think 480 or something like that. I'm streaming at a very low resolution because the internet will not handle anything more than that. My internet connection will not handle anything more than that. But when we get Starlink on board, I should be able to stream in 4K. I hope. I mean, that was the point of having Starlink anyway. And the lady, the lady and her husband that donated. Actually, look, we got add a follower that donated Starlink. Literally, spent a lot of money on it, and I don't know what to say about that. It blows my mind. But is it 720? Okay, that makes sense. It may be 720. But they donated Starlink to me, her and her husband. And for some reason, I took a lot of shit from people about that because of what her and her husband do for a living. And look, it's not my place to judge anybody for what they do for work. And it's right here. You can tell him they'll be all right. And Cade's worried about you. Can you tell him? Yeah, Cade, Dad's gonna be all right. I took a lot of shit from from followers because of that, and you know, people said, well, I'm no better than the left, I'll do anything for money, blah blah blah. And it just, you know, if everybody knew the backstory to why she did that, they would shut up. But it's not my place to tell that backstory. You're right, Wednesday, people do need to mind their own business. People feel like they have the ability to comment about everything, and I get it. I mean, I'm now, you know, I'm a public person now, so it's fair game. And you know, What's wrong with donating regardless? They just want to do better with him. Yeah, and see, there's a whole backstory to it, though, that involves the homeless folks and her family. I mean, there's a really good backstory, and it's for the reason that they're involved. And just because of what somebody does for a living does not exclude them from having a voice. Very generous. Thanks, KM. Yeah. Yeah, I you know, the hardest thing, so now that we're getting more popular and I have a lot more people, a lot more negative people in the comments, it's, I've always been told since I started this to stay out of the comments, but I don't like staying out of the comments. I like reading all the comments and replying and all this, but and it's hard sometimes to let the haters go, you know, like today the guy called me a liar and I should have just let it go, but it's like I hate, you know, sometimes it's hard to let that stuff go. Sometimes somebody will make a comment and it'll get under my skin and I will dwell on it until I say something back. It's so stupid. It's so stupid. But I do it all the time. I dwell on it. Supply, demand. You want to know who the donor was? Is that what you want to? I'll tell you who the donor was if that's what you want to know. Just let me know. Oh man, there went my camera, boys. Holy shit. Hang on, I gotta put the camera back up. It blew off the top. Thank God it's attached by a cable. How do y'all like looking at the side of the dash mobile? KM. Alright, hang on. I gotta pull off and fix the camera. The donor's name, I can't give you her real name because of what she does. And she has a lot of followers, but she does porn. She's a porn star, and on Twitter anyway, she goes by the handle @PantyNectar. Oh, I'm telling you, yeah, it's hung on by the cable, so I think it's going to be all right. PantyNectar, that's her name, and she is one of the sweetest people. Her and her husband are very awesome people, and they have helped me out. Yeah, exactly. They have helped me out more. I tell you what, it just blows my mind that they spent close to $4,000 on Starlink for me. It just blows my mind. They dropped in one swoop almost $4,000 on Starlink. Not only for the equipment, but they are also in the monthly service. Yeah, KM, it's not for everybody. But now you see why people were kind of upset with me for that. You know what I mean? And I get it. I get why people are upset. But like I said, it's not my place to judge anybody. Hang on, guys. I gotta fix the camera. Hang on. Dang, did I get it straight? Holy shit, I think I did. Let's get back on the road. Actually, it's crooked. Shit.
I can patrol the area.
It's crooked to the right again.
Description.
Better. Well, KM, I'm going to tell you right now, after hearing how much people can make on OnlyFans, if I had it, believe me, I'd be selling it on there.
I'm gonna check here.
And I'm not kidding you.
And sneakers.
Maybe that's saying a little bit too much, but you can make, if you've got it, man, you can make a lot of money on it. You're living in French Polynesia. Man, I'm telling you. I am telling you. I think anybody that had the look, so to speak, and was not shy and knew that they could make 30 grand a month, who wouldn't do that? I mean, come on, man. Who wouldn't do that? If you could make 30 grand a month just from your looks, who wouldn't do it? I can tell you right now, I'd be all over it. But sadly, God didn't grace me with those looks. It's so stupid to even say that. Dude, this is going to, this stream's going to come back to haunt me in a major way. I'm telling you right now, it's going to. Oh yeah, OnlyFans income is taxed. Yeah, it's taxed for sure. Well, you got to pay taxes on it. You know what I mean? Like, you got to pay taxes on the money. They don't take it out. It's just like the ad revenue I make here on X. They send you the money. I mean, I have to pay taxes on it, you know, at the end of the year on the money. They'll send me I had to sign I forget what, it's a W something, W9 or W, I forget what, it's not a W4. It's whatever for the, you know, like if you're paying your own taxes kind of stuff. I forget what that form is called. 1099? Yeah, it could be a 1099. 1099, that sounds right. Yeah, that sounds right. So, I had a really good month last month, and then this month is going to be even better. I mean, look, honestly, if you've got a decent following, hang on. If you've got a decent following and you have really good engagement, no, it's not a W2. I think it's a 1099. It's a 1099. I'm almost certain. Same thing you'd have to fill out at OnlyFans. Basically, it's so they can they will report to the government exactly what they paid you. You know what I mean? But on X, if you have a decent following and you have really good engagement, and for the number of followers I have really good engagement. Like, my engagement is higher than some, you know, 100,000 follower accounts. But if you have good engagement, then you can make a living just off of X right now. I mean, it's absolutely possible. Once you get monetized and, you know, you just start putting out, and X, the thing is with X loves original content. The algorithm will give you a boost if you're posting original content. And obviously, all of my stuff is original. I don't use anybody else's content. And so, yeah, I do really well on X, actually.
27 cents to an Asian male, Ashish Patel.
Between ad revenue and subscribers, I think I charged. So when you get set up to have subscribers, it makes you pick how much you want to charge for subs. But the thing is yeah, you're right. One mistake, and you know what? That's what worries me. That's what worries me the most. It takes one mistake, and you know, like I kind of commented on that yesterday about I got to start watching what I'm saying because it'll start a shitstorm. But once you get monetized on X, and you can you'll get subscribers before you'll get ad revenue, and it makes you set how much you want to charge for a subscription. X doesn't choose that for you. But the thing is once you set that number, and I think I set mine at $4. Once you set that number, you can't change it. It is $4 for the rest of your time on X. So when you do get monetized, if you got to really think about that number, because you ain't changing it. You ain't changing it. And Inferno, man, that's the problem with today on social media. Like, I just went through that in December on YouTube. I was monetized on YouTube all last year. All last year, I was monetized on YouTube for the same content that I'm putting on X right now. And then all of a sudden, in December, they came up and said, boom, you're a dangerous organization, you're demonetized. It's about to bring up camera, but I get your position. The Fox 7 cameraman, yeah, yo, that dude messed up, man. I think, you know, I went back and forth between if he did it on purpose and if he didn't, but there's that one video, I think I retweeted it, where it pretty much shows exactly what happened. That dude literally shoved his camera in the back of that state trooper, and then he got slammed to the ground for it. And I know Carlos. I mean, I don't know him personally. I know him by, you know, going to scenes, being at these incidents together. And I've talked to him quite often, and he never seemed like a kind of person that would do something like that. I mean, he didn't. He never seemed like he was the kind of person to do that. But the video doesn't lie. I mean, the dude did it. I don't know why he did it either. It blows my mind why he did that. Unless it was, yeah, FAFO, 100%. You know, and sometimes, I guess, you know, you've got the big, nice $20,000 camera and a press pass around your neck. You're out there covering this stuff, and, you know, you start feeling like, you know, you can, you know, it's like almost like an us versus them. It's almost like you're on the cop's side, so to speak. But he found out real quick that he wasn't. Now, but see, I was out there both days. I was out there when things got rowdy. And I'm going to tell you right now, I had my citizen press pass on my neck. And I'm going to tell you, one of the state troopers that was lined up there on the South Mall, right before they started pushing everybody back towards Guadalupe, he looked at me and cocked his head back the other direction, and I couldn't figure out what he was. And I said, I flat out asked him, should I get out of here? And he was like, yeah, you need to get out of here. It's about to hit the fan. And he did. It hit the fan. Yeah, when he was waving his finger in that cop's face after the cop kind of pushed him backwards. Inferno, I am under contract with them, I think, until February of next year. And there's a provision in there that if they're happy with me and I'm happy with them, then we can extend it another year. Now, the thing is by the time the contract comes up, this may be, you know, what I'm doing here, it may be to the point where I don't have time to do citizen. But right now, I owe them 6 videos a week. So, and it's getting harder because we don't have access to the police radios. And so it's harder to find these incidents like it is right now. I mean, I've got the radio on and we're not hearing anything. So this is going to be difficult. Doing this show is going to be difficult. I'm going to have to either become really entertaining or
Sound like it, Mary.
I'm either going to have to become really entertaining, or I'm going to have to try to find a way to get access to that radio again. No, Citizen's still operating, man. They're doing good still. Actually, they haven't taken, since Monday, they haven't taken a hit yet. I don't know exactly how they're getting their incidents, but the numbers are still right where they've always been. Shit, was it yesterday? Was the second day of the protest? Yeah, it was yesterday. They knew that there was a bomb scare on Congress before anybody knew. And how they knew that, I'll never know. But they knew it.
71, 70 miles an hour, 13500 block. Any other unit that can be announced back?
Sounds like they're chasing someone.
Proceed.
BK12 looks like we're coming to a stop. Turning into the
No, they stopped.
fire station parking lot. G. Butler Drive.
Yeah, Inferno. That's why I have that new phone number for that exact reason. I want to have people send in tips. If they see something happening somewhere, boom, send me a text message. And that's why, something like a billboard's going to come in handy. Maybe. Future. Way in the future. But if I could get that phone number in front of more people, and when somebody sees something happening, like, hey, text, let me know where it's at. Because there's a lot of people out on these roads, man. And if I could get my phone number in front of all these people, send me a tip. Let me know. Let me know what's happening. Hang on, let me check the... Let's see, Austin. So Austin Fire, it's a little bit easier because two reasons. One, their radio is already on. I would. Wednesday, thanks for being here. Thank you so much. You don't know how much I appreciate it. Thank you. If you have time, stop back and say hi a little bit later. Inferno, that would be me and a donor that we've already been talking about it a little bit. Trash fire, let's see, that's in an emergency service district. So on the fire side, it's a little bit easier because, for one, the radios are still on, and two, they publish all active fire events on the internet. So I'm telling you, man, that's exactly what we're looking at. 35. Tina, I appreciate it. Thank you. If you're out and about and you see anything happening, text me a location and I'll hot-foot it over. And the other thing I was going to say, if you guys ever see me out and about, I mean, I know you don't know what I'm driving. That's the other thing that I'm kind of thinking about, is wrapping the car in something, like a dash wrap, so to speak. You know what I mean? Like, so people, it's just extra advertising. All I do is run the streets, and getting the website, the Twitter handle in front of people is the name of the game, and I can't think of a better way than putting it on my car. But what I was going to say is, if you guys are out and y'all see me out filming or whatever, you know where I'm at because I'm streaming. Come say hi. Come say hi. I met a lot of people at the protests that follow and really like what we're doing. So if y'all see me out, man, come say hi. I'm never too busy to say hi to people and meet people. I love meeting you guys. It's a lot of fun. I can say in the last year, I've met more people in the last year doing this than I probably have in my whole life. But it's been a slow build. I've been building this now for a little over 2 years. About a year full time, but little over 2 years. And it's just now getting to the point where, like, the growth is getting explosive. So, hold on. There's a shots fired call. So, Inferno, that was my first like big protest, right? And man, it was interesting to be there. Like the feelings that you get, it was like a mixture of excitement and fear and this massive adrenaline dump. It was pretty intense. I can definitely see how people get used to doing that kind of stuff. Like Trey Yingst, you know, over in the Middle East. It's I can see how somebody that reports the news can get used to doing that. We put your stream on 100-inch TV, employees and customers watch. That's interesting. I appreciate you doing that. Yeah, somebody tagged me in a picture a couple of weeks ago when I was streaming that they had the stream up on a big TV. It blows my mind to see that stuff. It really does. Y'all have no clue how much I appreciate you. I mean, I can't tell you enough. I really can't. We're on Lamar Boulevard heading, we're going to be just to the east or west of downtown here shortly. We're going to drive into downtown, actually. We're going to go see what's happening down there. My stream was on a 100-inch TV. That's crazy. That is nuts. I try to keep my commentary family friendly. I try not to cuss or say anything that would offend anybody. Even though my wife will tell you that I'm a cusser. I have a potty mouth. I am a cusser. What is this, 24th Street? Oh, man. I was supposed to take most of today off to spend with my kiddos, but I ended up in homeless camps. Hush, Joe. Joe's like, I can confirm. Joe, Air Crash Info is on YouTube, and that would be my 11-year-old son hanging out with us, so he'll call me on my bull crap. Nice, yeah. It's. Hang on.
Paxton Road. Complainant advising he caught subject stealing. Subject are still at the location in a black truck.
Huh. See, the problem with the radio that we're listening to right now is it's outside of Austin, and it takes forever to get out there. But yeah, so like the protest coverage, that's the bread and butter. You know what I mean? That's where it's at. That's where the views come. That's where the explosive growth happens on events like that have a lot of eyes on it. And we live in a city where that kind of stuff could pop off at any time. You know what I mean? It's just like the 2020 protests.
We're having trauma activation on an approximate 50-year-old male, GCS of 12.
You know, a lot of people that do what I do that was getting started in 2020, they have massive careers now because they do what I do, or they were doing what I do, and they absolutely blew up during the 2020 riots. And it'll happen again. It will. There's going to be some other stuff pop off that is going to take what we're doing now and massively grow it.
All white males, unknown weapons, unknown intoxicants.
Yeah, you're right. And I'm out here on the streets just doing this. So, we beat the news to almost all of these incidents. I don't mind being first. What is this? Parkway. I need to turn on. Let's see. What is this street? 12th. Okay, well, you know what? I missed my turn. I missed my turn, guys.
Could you please show us on scene? We're going to walk at this station.
We can turn right here.
Resources needed at this time.
Man, wouldn't that be awesome, Inferno? David Muir, I'm telling you, man. It could very well happen. I've grown the channel really slow, It's been a slow but steady growth, and it's because I focus only on Austin. You know, I'm not doing content for anything but Austin, and I'm happy with that. I mean, I'm good with that, but I just focus straight on Austin. But the protest this week exposed a lot of people from around the country to what we're doing, and I gained a shit ton of followers from the protests. And sadly, you know, if you're going to grow and if you're going to make money and you're going to be able to sustain yourself, you have to grow outside of one geographic area. I mean, think about it. I have a huge reach here in Austin, but think about, you know, the reach around the country. So, sadly, we have to grow outside of Austin. We're at the Travis County Jail right now, where all the protests took place yesterday morning. Is this the Travis County? Yeah, this is the Travis County Jail.
Fire call from engine 1105.
DWI enforcement.
Yes, ma'am. Can I get law enforcement?
Is this?
My location?
Yes,
Charlie
it
20
is.
units holding an assist fire department on Linden Road.
Linden Road, 7908 Linden. See, they're out at a trash fire on Linden Road, 7908 Linden.
1246, figure yourself silence at the BOV at 41.
That's out in Del Valley.
Parkway. There was an occurred about 2 to 3 minutes ago. Someone broke into their vehicle.
So the the fire department was out at a trash fire in Del Valley,
They left in a Chevy SUV.
and they are now asking for police to come to their location. Austin has a population of about 1 million, from what I remember. Yeah, Austin is. I actually think it's. Yeah, you're right. You're right. It's probably 1 million, maybe a little more now. But the problem with it is, Austin is a very Democrat city. It's a very left-leaning city, and the left in this city perceive me to be a radical for whatever reason. Hey, Zero. Thanks for being here, man. Yeah, but the left in this city perceives me for being a radical, and it's because I'm associated and I'm on InfoWars a lot. But all the work you put into Dash, I was not saying myself appreciate it. Thanks, John. I appreciate it, man. Thank you. You know, it's we do this for you. We do it for you. A Blue Thunder reference. Yeah, it probably is. Yeah, Zero. They say I'm a radical, and I'm not a radical. I very rarely even talk politics. But because of my association with InfoWars, it's well, Owen, Harrison. So I got to know Harrison Smith first. Harrison was the first one to bring me on InfoWars last year. And then I got to know Owen, Alex, all those guys out there. Rob, who has a show now on the weekends there. That was the show I was going to film. So the first night of the protest, the first day of the protest, I was supposed to be on InfoWars that night. And I ended up having to cancel so I could film the riots. The name of the game is they don't want the public to know the reality of the garbage. Yeah, you're right. Absolutely. They don't want it. And, that's why the city doesn't really like what I'm doing, and they won't give me the time of day. It's because I'm rubbing their nose in it, and they know I'm rubbing their nose in it. And they don't like that. Not only with the homelessness, but out here with public safety, showing all the crap that's on the streets, They don't like it. And next week I have a person from, I think it's called the Cicero Institute, or I forget what, I think it's the Cicero Institute, but they're a public policy group, and I'm taking a analyst, and then the director of public safety policy, they're going to come out with me next week, and we're going to do some homeless camp stuff, and we're going to come on the streets and do some stuff out here. So, yeah, they don't. You know what's sad? Kirk Watson. Kirk Watson is so scared to make a move in this city right now. I mean, coming up on an election, he wants to get elected for another. He is so deathly scared to do anything that's going to rock the boat right now, so they just don't do it. It's like inaction is better than rocking the boat, and I think that's just absolutely stupid, but that's the way he is. Get another 4 years, and I get it. This city is very left-leaning, and Kirk has traditionally been more of a moderate Democrat, and but he is so scared to make a move right now that it's like they just don't make a move. There's too much money in doing the wrong thing. Yeah, well, look at the nonprofits in this city. They could tell you all about that money doing the wrong thing. It's always killed me how, it's like they give these nonprofits so much money to fix homelessness, but they have no incentive to fix homelessness. What incentive do they have? I mean, there is no incentive for them to do anything about it. If they even started solving it and reduce the numbers, there wouldn't be as much money in it for them. You know what I mean? So I don't know. I don't know what the answer is, but it's definitely not what we're doing right now. As I'm saying that, I'm looking at all the homeless here on the sidewalk at the Trinity Center. Yeah, they have incentive not to fix it. You're right. Because that's where their bread's buttered. They know where their bread's buttered. As long as the homeless population is growing, they're going to make even more money. As long as it's growing, they will make more money.
Make sure you separate all five before you do your interviews.
Uh-oh. That was a big burglary. Love the coverage you're doing, but I have something to ask. Do you have a video editor? You know what? I don't. I pretty much, when I'm doing my true crime stuff, I pretty much edit on my own, and I'm not an editor. I'm going to tell you that right now. I suck at it. And the videos that I put out, the 30-second, minute-long videos, if I knew what I was doing, I would edit them and make them more valuable. So, yeah, I don't have an editor. I wished I did, but I don't. It would be very nice to have somebody to step into that role. They got something going on right over here next to us. I'll tell you what, we're going to go around the block and come back because I think they're arresting a guy right here at Red River and 6th. Adobe Premiere. Yep, Adobe Premiere. So, I kind of switch back and forth. I use a... oh shoot, it's called, I mainly use Adobe Premiere, but I also sometimes use Power Director as well. Power Director is a little bit easier for me to use. It's not as advanced, you know what I mean? And I can do voiceovers easier in Power Director than I can in Adobe Premiere. And it's mainly because I just have no clue what I'm doing. They prey on normies that think, is everyone, to be honest. It's exactly the opposite for them. Yeah, man, they do. They do prey on the normies. And then people get on and they make comments on my videos saying that the problem is not bad and I'm intentionally inflaming people for engagement. And it's like, man, all I do is shoot a video of what's in front of me. I'm not inflaming anybody. No shit, I didn't know Deadpool was on Adobe Premiere. Huh, yeah, that's what I mainly use Adobe Premiere, but like I said, when I'm doing voiceover stuff, I do my voiceovers in Power Director. Because normally I have to do a million takes to get it right. My problem is these studio microphones pick up everything. So when I'm doing voiceovers, I tend to hear myself take a breath, or I can even hear like the studio microphones are so good, I can even hear like if my teeth clack together or if my lip pops even a little bit. Like it just, and it drives me absolutely nuts. There you go, guys. Something's happening here. I don't know what it is. I don't have a way to park either, though. I don't know what they're doing. Editor, college student who can intern for credit. Let's see. Hang on. Let me catch up on same people that complain about libs. TikTok retweet. Yeah. Editor, college student who can intern for credit. You mentioned expansion and growth. You're an engineer, so I know you know this. You must have a plan in place to scale up. Yeah, I'm working. So look, we just started really in the last couple of weeks. The channel really started exploding and getting bigger. So you're right. I have not planned for expansion, but I'm in the process of that. I mean, I'm putting plans in place now for expansion. It's yeah, it is what it is. We're working on it though. Do I have a split screen like on the computer that I'm using right now, or when I'm editing? I do when I'm editing, for sure. Most of the time I have a teleprompter running on one screen. And when I'm doing Fox News, I have an actual teleprompter in my studio at home. Dude, they could. Yeah, for sure. I mean, so look, I shoot from the hip in the homeless camps. I'm literally shooting from the hip and uploading them as soon as I'm shooting them. You know what I mean? So yeah, they could definitely use polishing for sure. But like I said, the camp videos, where I'm in so many homeless camps, 3 or 4 times a week now, that it's if I don't upload when I shoot them, then I forget that I've even shot them. Does that make any sense? Like, I'll go back and look at the videos I've just shot, and a lot of times I will forget that I actually shot them. It feels like someone walked through a camp with an iPhone and just panning the camera. Basically, a lot of the times that's exactly what I'm doing. I try not to take my cameras into the homeless camps, because when I do, what ends up happening is people look at me like they're about to knock me over the head and take my camera. So I stopped taking the expensive cameras into the homeless camps. Can be enhanced, but if you're uploading immediately, so if I could figure out a way, like a system to be able to, like if I shot, so what I do is when I'm in the camps, I look at what I'm looking at things, and if I think something is appealing or would make a good video, I shoot it immediately. And then if I had a way to remember, you guys got to understand, I have hours and hours of content that I've never released to anyone or anywhere, and it's camp videos. You're only seeing maybe 20% of the videos that I'm shooting, and I mean, I have hours and hours of videos from camps. So yeah, but yeah, as for why I'm shooting from the hip with a phone, it's because I don't want to get cracked over the head and lose my cameras, man. They're expensive. want it to feel like the viewer is at the camp themselves. Yeah, and so sometimes I try to do it live, which doesn't end up working out because a lot of times when we're in the camps, I lose signal pretty quickly. But I've heard a lot of people tell me that they like my videos because of that, because it's, you know, I'm behind the camera, I don't make it about me, I make it about the content. I never wanted this to be about me. I wanted this to be about the content. I wanted it to be about the problem. So I very rarely step in front of the camera. You know, does that make sense? I very rarely step in front of the camera because I don't want it to be about me. I'm not out to get famous. Back at the desk, could probably go through video clips and post. Man, let me tell you something. If you ever want to go through videos, I got hundreds and hundreds of them you can go through. I keep them all on terabyte hard drives. Oh, I take it back. No, most of them are on terabyte hard drives, but now I pay for Google storage, so a lot of them I'm keeping a lot of them online in case, you know, like a fire happens and my discs burn up. I want to always make sure I have them. So if you look back at my YouTube channel, I do interview the homeless. I stopped after they demonetized me last year. I stopped focusing on YouTube completely, but I did a lot of interviews with the homeless. I would like to start doing more of them. And those were more produced. Those videos were more, they were more polished and produced. I shot them, edited them, did a lot of, I had a lot of good audio. I would mic up the people that I was interviewing, so we got really good audio. But if you're doing this kind of job, if you're reporting news, if you're reporting what's happening in the city, I mean, look at the Fox 7 cameraman. He's supposed to be reporting the news, filming the news, but he's supposed to be telling the story, but he ended up becoming the story. And if you start making this about, like, if I started making this about me and I was in front of the camera all the time in the homeless camps, like if I was doing like selfie shots and talking, then that makes the story about me and not about the camp. Does that make sense? I get asked a lot why I don't ever put myself in the videos, and it's because the story, it's not about me, it's about the content. I do get in front of the camera, man. When I'm on the news, I'm in front of the camera, but this other stuff, the camps, public safety, it's about the story, it's not about me. And I think that's why we're growing so much now too, because there's not a personality, there's not a personality feeding you this information. The information stands on its own. You know what I mean? I feel people are smart enough to make their own mind up about what they're looking at. You can draw your own conclusions. That's where the news completely fails, the mainstream media. It's because they put the narrative on it. They tell you what to think. That's not bad. We in another hour or two, we'll probably hit 1,000. Generally, we hover between 500 and 800 viewers at a time on Friday and Saturday nights. Yeah, big difference. But I think like the mainstream media, the way they kind of pretty much put their own narrative on things instead of just giving you the facts and letting you come up with your own conclusions. Like, tell me the facts and let me figure out how I feel about it. You don't have to tell me how to feel. You don't have to tell me what's happening. Give me the facts and let me figure it out. Hey Tyler, it's good to meet you. I will send you a DM, and if you want to, we can exchange numbers and talk a little bit more, where it's not so public. Topics with Tyler. Is that on YouTube? Where's it at, man? Let's see. Mainstream media fail at that. That's their shtick. Oh yeah, it is, and that's why nobody watches them anymore. Look at the engagement. Man, it blows my mind. I'm this small little account in Austin, and I have like quadruple the engagement that they have. You know, accounts with
Negative.
500,000 followers, my engagement is quadruple what they are. It blows my mind that, you know, nobody watches the news anymore. Everybody gets their news either from people like me, podcast, whatever. Nobody gets their news from the mainstream media but old people.
9002 Whispering Hollow at Point Mitchell Park.
Look.
Reference to trucks.
My mom told me the other day she stopped watching the news because she can't handle it. And I'm going to tell you right now, when you've lost my mom, when the mainstream media has lost my mother, they're doing something bad, because her and my dad would watch the news religiously and believe everything they said. But people are starting to wake up to the fact that the mainstream media is just a bunch of bullshit.
BK12.
My segment was interviewing students in high school. I said plus I'm looking for a side gig. Yeah, let's talk, man. I'll send you a message. Let's talk and see if we can't work something out for sure.
Yeah, well, we're going to be in the McCoy's building, supply parking lot.
Not all those old people. Oh, KM, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to offend you. I really didn't. Hey, look, I'm in my 40s, so I'm getting up there, and it seems like I just turned 30, so very early 40s, but I'm there, which makes what I'm doing now all the more weirder, because most people don't decide to start a media company and, you know, when they hit 40, but apparently I did. Yeah, Tyler, I'll send you a message and we can chat and see if we can't come up with stuff. No, you're not an outlier. A lot of people are starting to wake up to the fact that the mainstream media is just a bunch of bullshit. This is Rainy Street, guys. Rainy Street. Segment, let's see, journalism. Here, let me stop and check the journalism degree, many years in local network radio. So, yeah, KM, so you know exactly about the mainstream media. And, you know, here's what kills me about the mainstream media. You know, like Meredith Aldis, we talk quite often. She's a very cool person. She works for Fox 7. But, you know, they control what she's reporting at the same time. So even if she wanted to report something different, she wouldn't be able to, because they tell her what to report. But I like Meredith quite a bit. She just got married, and I'm very happy for her. But she's a very cool person. She's a very cool person. Yeah, journalism degree. It's funny because somebody posted, I posted my analytics from yesterday and today, and somebody had replied, it's actually an account from up in Dallas, replied that, you know, no journalism degree, no title, no credentials, and I'm still, you know, quadrupling the people that have the credentials. You know, our engagement is just through the roof. Yep, we crossed. Let me check. I'll check right now what our analytics are at the moment. So we are at, since the protests, we are at, hang on. We are at 1.2 million views. 1.2 million views. That blows my mind. That is insane. 1.2 million views. That's just on Twitter, by the way. That's not the other platforms. Over on TikTok, I regularly get well over 1 million views per video. Whenever I moved, I tried to go back industry. Yeah. getting back in, I don't know what it's like to work in the media other than what I'm doing, but come on, what are you doing, bro? You got to start driving. You can't just pull out and sit there. What's wrong with you? People just pull out and sit there. Sorry guys, I can't look at the chat right now. Cars are too close and there's too many people and I don't want to run over somebody. So I've got some videos coming out on Rainy Street on the deaths that's happened, some update videos, and I did an interview with William Ramsey last year. William has written 3 books over the lake deaths, and yeah, thanks for using a blinker. William has written 3 books over the lake deaths, the drowning deaths, and he is one of the foremost authorities on the subject. So I'm hoping to have him on a video soon. Hang on. I'm hoping to have him on a video coming up to talk about the lake deaths. And not only that, but I'll tell y'all, I'm working on a TV show as well on the lake deaths. Not just here in Austin, but here in Austin, Chicago, New York. And so that I'm working with a production company that's based here in Austin. So yeah, it's pretty interesting what's happening. When we go into production on that show, we've already started filming some things for it. I filmed a lot of sit-down interviews with myself and filmed some interviews with the nomadic guys, trying to use AI to track what's happening with the lake deaths. So we're filming for it already, but we haven't went into full-blown production on it just yet. But that's really exciting, a TV show, man. Working on a TV show, it just blows my mind. Zeroed, how does are we the streaks of Austin tonight, or does the video look all right?
Rolling with 6, check welfare.
Hopefully we're not the streaks of Austin tonight. Shit, my MacBook is not.
Rollingwood Drive and Riley Road at the intersection.
My MacBook is not on. What happened? Okay, there it is.
Main 3230 across the traffic hazard, 13,100 block US 290 westbound.
What is this? What?
A large black item in the right lane of.
Did I pass?
Right before Bogart.
How did I pass Riverside? Did I pass? I had to have passed Riverside. What the hell? 4501 Man Shack. Let's see. We got a grass fire, and I would almost bet, being in that area, that it's a homeless camp. Y'all want to go down there? Let's do it. 4501. Yes, we are very... Oh, I guarantee you that is a homeless campfire. Let's roll. Alright, we are going to a grass fire at Man Shack and Red, which is right there where all the homeless are at. Alright, here we go. It's away from the grass fire. I guarantee you it's this fire is let's see, that came out at 8:18. So I guarantee you this fire has something to do with homeless folks being in that area.
Rolling with 6.
Roll with 6.
I have no clue where I'm at. Where am I? Okay, I gotta turn here.
Yeah.
Okay. Ryan Alter's district. You're right. I've been trying to, you guys are probably going to get mad at me when I say this, but I've been trying to hold an olive branch out to Ryan Alter because we want him to work with us on the nomadic, on the AI. So I've been trying to hold the olive branch out to him and get him to talk with us, but of course, he's one of the people that sees me as a radical, so I highly doubt he's going to give me the time of day. But it doesn't hurt to try, you know? Anything that we can do to try to further the mission of what we're doing, I'll work with anybody. And sadly, he's a council member, so, you know, we got to work with him. Come on, let's go. Let's roll, let's go, let's go. I really hope my camera doesn't pop off again up there.
Rolling with 6/27/29, name, date of birth.
Yeah, you're right, it probably won't help, but you know, hey, I've got to try, you know what I mean? I've got to try. Got to try. Yeah, he ain't gonna give us the time of day. I mean, I'm almost certain of that, but I mean, weirder things have happened.
Edward, Tom, Charles, Henry, Edward, Robert. First name Graham, George, Robert, Adam, Henry, Adam, Mary.
Well, see, that's just the thing. We're trying to do it
0420,
outside of the public eye. That way, he can save face. You know what I mean? No, you know, nobody has to know that he's talking with us, so on and so forth. And I think my camera moved backwards. It did. All right, we've got to. My camera's about to blow off again.
If you could, can you put that on the car, please?
Well, see, that's the interesting thing. I believe if Watson wins November and he gets a 4-year term, I'm almost certain of it. I'm almost certain he'll work with us. See, the camera I have on top right now, it's bigger than the one that I normally use, and it's catching a lot of wind, and I think it's pushing it backwards. I just hope it doesn't fly off.
Unit 39 is on traffic, 11 acres block Road.
Yeah, I need to fix it. It's pointed upwards. Nah, mean tweet all the... Man, no. Don't stop mean tweeting. Y'all want to hear something funny? Let me tell you a story real quick while we're almost at the grass fire. When I started doing this, when I started actually getting a following and all of that mess, my account name was Make Austin Safe Again. And I made this account originally to shitpost Adler. And I knew the Make Austin Safe Again name would just, you know, would eat him up. And so yeah, that's how, like, this whole thing started as a way to shitpost Adler. I kid you not. Like, what we're doing right now originally started just to poke at Adler, man. And then it turned into this. It blows my mind. How's that for a origination story? I started a media business by shitposting a mayor. I think it's great. But anyway, back then, my name was Make Austin Safe Again, and I liked it. I was just going to stick with it. But then minds that are a lot smarter than mine informed me that I would never get any traction or get anywhere. So do y'all know who Cleo is? Cleo from Save Austin Now? Cleo is the one that came up with the Dash name. Cleo came up with the Dash name way back when. We were talking about, okay, well, what could I name it then? And Cleo was like, how about Dash, documenting Austin streets and homeless? I was like, well, that sounds good to me. Ever thought about heading further south to cover San Marcos public safety? You know what? I have, OG. I have. Because I can still access their radios. You did used to ship post with me then. Back then, I didn't know anything about media or anything. I didn't know the guys at InfoWars, and I thought you were with InfoWars. I didn't know. I gotta fix this camera. It's aimed up. But I didn't know that I thought you were with InfoWars. Oh, wait, then maybe, let's see, BMPA4. Yeah, you may have. So do you remember when Dash was Make Austin Safe Again? Hang on. I'm going to step out and fix the camera. Better. Make Austin safe again. I may make another account. So I have another account right now. I made an account back when we changed the name to Dash. I made an account called Dash Media USA, and it's actually it's at Dash Media USA. And man, I'm up to like almost 5,000 followers on that one, and I very rarely post on it. Very rarely do I post on it. They may already be gone. Oh, there is an aircraft emergency coming in. You see, that came out at 8:30. It's a Southwest airplane. Yeah, they just called the Army.
Traffic. Rolling 6, EMS is on scene.
BK12.
They just called the Army out to the airport. Not the literal Army, but I mean the fire department Army. A safety officer and quite a few. I don't know what's happening out there, but. Hang on, y'all.
BK12, go ahead.
North X-Ray King 9272.
Proceed.
That's Lakeway. Okay. Sorry, I'm trying to figure out what's happening out at the airport.
Awesome, Medic Williams. This is Medic 11.
Alert 2H.
Hey, what is, I'm not seeing staging instructions. What, do you know where our stationary is?
The construction site outside the terminal. I'm going to confirm here in a bit.
Sorry, y'all. Stop talking. There's trying to figure out what's happening out at the airport. They're staging a bunch of fire apparatuses.
2928.
Go ahead.
27 David, Sam North 7. 10-4.
this Stastny? Stastny's got to be coming up. Oh man, tacos. Man, I'm so hungry.
County back to Mustang Ridge 10. Can you verify that for me? I'm not getting a return.
Ridge 10, the plate's kind of
How many,
27, boy, Sam North 7.
10.
Can anybody tell me how many people are watching on X right now?
Can you help me verify that you have the engine shut down so you can actually get out and take a look at it?
Something's happened with a Southwest plane at the airport, but I...
I'm looking at the front of engine number 2, and it does appear to be shut down.
County back to Mustang Ridge 10. It's negative 99, returning to a 2005 Dodge pickup, silver in color, expired August of 21, registered owner out of Leander.
There's a Southwest plane.
10-4.
Thing 03. Okay, got it.
36 responded 9515 hotel traffic.
There is a Southwest plane. Something's happened with one of the engines on a Southwest plane. They're talking about the engine being shut down.
Reported sparks out of the number 2 engine. We're going to be checking you out.
720 in plate.
Receive ARB
720.
Minnesota RV plate.
It
Adam,
sounds like maybe an
7641.
engine on fire in one of the Southwest
Proceed,
jets.
Center. Meter 30's on a self-assigned request apprehension on Gino.
R5, number 2 engine.
Hey Inferno, send me a link to that. I'd like to check it out. I don't know if you could. Apparently, people can't.
Measuring 1028 on a boat. TX number.
Go ahead.
If it's Southwest, it's definitely a Boeing plane.
TX 3304 Frank Paul. If there's any hot spots.
10-4.
Yeah, see, they're checking for hot spots on the engine. Sorry, it's hard to.
Confirming I copied correctly. Adam 7641, Minnesota.
It's hard to figure out exactly what's happening. Oh man, why did I turn? I'm stupid.
10-4, stand by. Run it as a personal vehicle and a portion, not getting a return yet. I'm going to try a couple of different ways.
Okay, it's not that possible. There's a crank on the end of it.
It sounds like a Boeing plane is having. Yeah, OG, I think so too. It's the last week has been massive growth.
Agent outboard boat, registered owner out of Waco.
Might have to run it with Robert Vickers.
Sorry, y'all, I'm trying to hear what they're saying about that airplane. You know what? Yeah, OG, seriously, it's been like we've had massive growth the past week. The scales are starting to tip, I think. We're gonna go. Okay, we're over here.
Are we going to the normal airport distress staging area or?
Airport distress staging area. See, the problem with the events happening out there, there's no way to actually go out there and film them. You know what I mean? You can't get to them. You can't see anything. I mean, an airplane could literally explode out there, and I mean, there's nothing.
I'm just going to relay. He said it was about 200 degrees inside. There was some residual smoke, but the surrounding nacelle engine was hotter than the actual inside.
So, okay, I just heard. Okay, so they are apparently they had a engine overheat,
Circumstance?
and not only that, but they had smoke in the cabin. So they thought there may be a fire in the engine.
For everybody except our females.
720.
That's bad. That's not good.
There's there's a little bit of smoke in the inner cylinder. Once it cleared, it looks like it's full of oil. I'm thinking that's what probably caused. I don't know what would have
So they had, there's a bunch of oil inside the engine cowling, and the plane had, the engine was throwing sparks as it was coming into land, and they had smoke in the cabin. That's why there's an alert like that, with safety officer and all that stuff. We're coming up this area that you're about to see at this red light. This is the Tom Donovan Nature. Yeah, it was leaking oil. This is the Tom Donovan Nature Trail, which has traditionally been a massive homeless camp, but the city has cleaned it out. We're coming out here tomorrow to the Nature Trail to see if the homeless has moved back in here. And the trees that you see out in front of you, that's where the camp is. It's actually massive, or it used to be massive. And I would venture to guess that they've already started moving back in there.
Man, this is R6. Did you want all the units returned to the station except for you? I'm going to keep one crash truck with me, even if which one it is.
Yeah, they're calling off all of the fire trucks now.
R4, I'm going to send you all of the plane back to the gate, position behind that engine.
I gotta stop. I'm gonna stop. So we're going to the Williamson Creek Greenbelt. I want to see what's happening there this evening. I need to straighten the camera up. You know what? It looks so much better when I have the camera outside the car. Like, it looks so much better to me. Does it look better to you guys? Does it look all right? Still in. Okay, so the alert. Yeah. Damn it, I'm getting hungry. I can't.
We just got here on saying where you want to go.
No, I never. Zero, I didn't think about that until you just brought it up, but that's a good point. I never thought about that.
310, I'm clear on that traffic.
321 with Charles driving.
320, 10,
I never thought about bugs and rocks on the lens. That's a good point. Now I'm worried about it. Yeah, Zero here, he can tell you about how it looked.
DK12, rolling 20.
It looked horrible behind the glass, behind the windshield. It did not look good at all.
Walk in the front door and turn left.
Convoy Charles, 9249. It's a Toyota.
There's the front door and then
Unit Westlake Hills 5 is on traffic, 1100 block of Westlake Drive.
It's just it's a good camera, but I'm not worried about actually if something happens to it.
Tom Boy Charles 9249 returns current April of 24 to a 2013 Toyota Corolla gray in color.
It's just gonna have to take one for the team, boys. It's gonna have to take one for the team.
10-4, traffic on that vehicle. 16300 highway.
Man, and my computers are staying actually really cool tonight. That's pretty awesome.
is everybody good?
I think we're coming up.
7 is on traffic, 18600 block of 1431.
Let's see, where are we at? Where are we at? Where are we at? Where are we at? This is Congress, so I have to pass Congress.
Yes, right
I
now,
always
this is
get a
going to be
free
transporting
car
to
top
Delphi.
carrier from Craigslist, rig it up. So hey, it's funny you mentioned that because it's funny you mentioned that carrier. So somebody had told me, like, look, when you get Starlink, because I'm always worried about something hitting the Starlink dish and busting it, a rock or whatever. which apparently happens a lot with the Starlink dishes that are on top of cars. So it worries me because that dish, you ain't got any idea how expensive that stupid dish is. Thousands of dollars, right? So somebody tell me, like, look, get one of those car top luggage carrier things, put the dish inside that, and you can put your cameras inside of it. But my question is, the carriers are just plastic. Will the Starlink dish, will the plastic keep the Starlink from getting a signal? I don't know. Because if it doesn't, I would definitely 100% put the Starlink dish inside of a carrier like that. But I'm not smart enough to figure out if that would, man, look how bright those lights are. Jesus Christ.
Control demand 8 10 route to 3302 Northeast Drive.
But you know, it's plastic, it's not metal, so I don't know if it would hurt the signal or not. That's my only question. All the research I've done says plastic will not stop the signal. The dish has plastic over it in the first place. You know what I mean? So, I don't know. I guess it wouldn't hurt to just try it. I mean, you can get those things pretty damn cheap nowadays. This is a, so what we're facing right here is a entrance. This is the one entrance to the Greenbelt. There's actually a homeless guy coming out of the Greenbelt right now. This is one of the entrances. Yeah, I may just get one and try it. I may just grab one and try it.
Just want to confirm that it is elevator 2.
He's on this
elevator. And we'll go with the call text here. We do have a disconnect for...
Okay.
We'll give it a try.
400. That's not bad. We got to get that number up. Those are rookie numbers.
Let us know.
Those are rookie numbers, man. We got to get those numbers up.
Okay. The occupants out
Whew,
of the elevator.
glad that wasn't a black cat. If that was a black cat, I might just pack it up and go home.
Unit 165 is clear for.
Engine 1, engine 7, you can clear.
Run across some man, can't, ether? No, I haven't. Let me think. I don't think so. So, this here is the entrance to the Williamson Creek Greenbelt homeless encampment. Actually, there's a guy trying to get on the trail right now, and he's looking at me like, what the hell are you doing? That's Pflugerville. Sushi bar and grill. I hate sushi, but I'm starving.
Well, 211 responding to 3300 Killingsworth Lane, moving to Metro North.
Receive a Spark 281.
So they were supposed to encrypt the fire radios as well, but they didn't do it.
181 to 180.
Yeah, it's not bad. I mean, we do well. You know, like my analytics right now, when I looked a second ago, you know, for this week, it's like, so once you get monetized, you can drill down your analytics to certain days or months or weeks. I mean, you can drill it down to however you want to do it. And like our views since the protest, whatever, are great. Like 1.2 million, and that's pretty awesome. I gained like 412 new subs, 1.2 million views, close to 200,000 video views. It's not bad. That ad revenue check next month's going to be really good, especially if the numbers stay where they're at. Which apparently, I mean, obviously the algorithm is liking what I'm doing at this point, so I'm not going to change anything.
Go ahead and open up that valve.
And I'm going to tell you, man, I have worked incredibly hard for the subscribers that I have. I have worked incredibly hard for them in the last few years. Last year especially. People have no clue like how hard it is to do this. Like between filming on the streets and being in the homeless camps, I'm generally working about 12 hours a day, 6 to 7 days a week. Cater some stuff for Alex and then get the crew to get him to retweet. That would be a boom. Yeah, InfoWars, the main account follows me. Harrison, Owen, all of those guys, Alex. But sometimes Alex will interact with my stuff, and sometimes he won't. Now, when Elon Musk retweeted when he retweeted one of my messages a while back, it made the analytics like absolutely just like it just went insanity. It was insane. But I reach out to his producer Daria every once in a while to, I know it, sometimes you gotta kind of ask to get on. You know what I mean?
Okay, I've got the power door in.
Yeah, I was on the first day of the protest. I was out there. Owen was out there with at the same. We were out there at the same time. I'm not sure exactly what he was doing there, other than what I was doing. But Harrison Smith is the main guy. I'm closer to Harrison than I am to any of them. Harrison has me on more often than not, and Rob out there at InfoWars. Him and I, we have lunch, dinner, whatever. We had dinner the last time, and I hope I didn't make him mad by canceling on him the last time, but man, I couldn't miss the protest. I mean, I just couldn't miss it. Yeah, I'm sure he was. I didn't see him. I was trying to find him, but I didn't see him. And when we covered the border convoy in February, I think it was February, I was down on the border down in Eagle Pass filming. We were down there with Chase and some of the other guys from InfoWars.
BK12 return.
Yeah, I watched it. I watched Clint on there today. Clint's a cool dude. Clint is
BK12, no deal.
Clint is a big reason that Dash made it. Him and Christina.
In-house history, no deal.
Clint and Christina helped me a lot last year to keep this going, to keep me safe in the camps, because it's not safe to go out by yourself. I always have somebody with me when I go out. Now it's DC Dave that goes with me. DC Dave, and he's a cool dude. I like Dave a lot. He is a cool dude. We get along great. His personality and my personality just, you know what I mean? It just kind of meshes, and it's great. It's good to have somebody you really get along with when you're in the camps. Time is at 9 o'clock. Let's head back up into town and see what's happening. DC Dave in the chat. I was just bragging on you, man. I was just bragging on you. DC Dave is crazy, but He is a good dude to have around, man. The last comment on X. Y'all go follow this guy. DC Dave. I promise you, you won't be disappointed. You never know what you're going to get with this guy.
Call 1431. If the call is no longer behind the vehicle, we're waiting for color on it.
720, I'm clear.
You never know what you're going to get with him. You were trying to record it. Why you going to, when I start bitching at you, you're going to like, oh, dude, you just said you liked me. Dave's a funny guy, man. I love going into the camps with him. Not only is he a good dude, but man, he knows more. Dave knows more about homelessness and the lay of the land with homelessness than anybody I've ever met. Like, the guy is like the homeless whisperer. And I'm not kidding you, he is. He's like the homeless whisperer, if that's even a thing. The guy is like more valuable than anybody I've ever met. It was gonna be a part of your daily affirmations. You're a goober, man. See, this is why I like Dave, man. He's you never know what he's gonna say. Sometimes it's inappropriate, but it definitely makes me laugh. Dave, should I tell the story about what you did to me at lunch yesterday? I'll leave it up to you. I'll tell it if you're okay with it. I'll tell it. I'm going to wait for you to tell me if it's okay or not.
68, we're both working.
Nah, is it okay, Dave? Is it okay, Dave? Okay, well, you know what? I'm not going to wait. I'm just going to tell it. All right. Yesterday, Dave was out at the protest with me, and at the end of it, we went to eat. I want to say lunch, but it wasn't lunch. We ate at like 4 in the afternoon. So we were eating at this German restaurant up at 17th and San Jacinto. And we had already eaten, and the waitress came up, and I was paying for the check. And I swear to God, I had to open my phone to turn on my debit card. And this dude, Dave, sends me a picture of a naked woman that's spread eagle, and I unlock my phone, and the waitress is looking at my phone, and I open it, I unlock it, and boom, big ass porn picture, like spread eagle. And the waitress is like, oh shit. Man, I could have slapped him for that, man. It sucked. It sucked so bad. And I told on him, I was like, Dave, why did you do that? And she was looking at him like, this guy. That poor waitress, man. She was looking right at my phone when I unlocked it, and that woman was just spread eagle. Like, damn it, Dave. Come on, man. Oh, shit, Dave. A divorced lesbian on Bumble. That's what you need, a divorced lesbian. Man, I'm telling you. I can't believe when I opened my phone, and you should have heard, she was like, okay. Dave, you need to come out here and get in the car, man, where we can have conversations and entertain people. We need to be doing this Friday night and Saturday night thing together. Oh, the dude's crazy. He is definitely a good time. Dave's a good dude. He's from Washington, D.C., and then he worked homelessness. So he's worked in homelessness for a long time. And he just came here not long ago from Houston, where he housed a lot of the homeless folks out there, and he's worked in homelessness for a long time. So if you guys have questions about homelessness, Echo, why things happen the way they do with homelessness, that's the dude you need to be asking. I'm on Congress at Riverside, almost at Riverside, heading into downtown. Let's do it tomorrow night. Jump in the car with me, and if you're not on the date with a divorced lesbian. If you're not on a date with a divorced lesbian, then hook up with me. Let's do it tomorrow night for a few hours. But yeah, seriously, the guy knows a lot. If you've got questions about homelessness, about the nonprofits, about housing, about why they're only housing 200 people, about why they're spending $500 million, he's the guy that you need to be asking the questions to, 100%. Nomadic is lucky, very lucky to have this guy. And I think, Dave, correct me if I'm wrong, but you're going to be running the outreach portion for Nomadic, right? Aren't you going to be you're going to be running the outreach portion of Nomadic, right? KM says classy. Dave's a lot of things, but classy's not one of them. He is definitely not classy. He is the most politically incorrect person you'll ever meet. The absolute. So Nomadic is a company that I've partnered with here in Austin. It's Nomadic AI. We're using AI. They've developed their own in-house AI to track homelessness, the trends in homelessness, how camps pop up, how camps disappear. So they're taking all of my data that we collect. Dave and I go out and collect all this data and feeding it and teaching the AI, and it's pretty impressive what it can do. I can't wait to show you guys. Yeah, DC Dave is one of the most politically incorrect people you'll ever meet, hands down. Sometimes I'm embarrassed to take him in public. Hence what happened at the German restaurant yesterday.
First name is Edward David William Ida Nora.
We can be as politically incorrect here as we want. As we want, not won't. Won't. That's the hick coming out in me. Dave's a gentleman and a scholar, says Sean Dunn. Sean runs a news agency here in Austin too. Sean, what is you want to shout out your venture? Sean and I are going to be doing some stuff together here pretty quickly too. We just got to get together and make a plan. It's shock trauma from growing up in DC. Yeah, I don't know how you made it, man. Washington, D.C. is a different place. Free Texas News, that's right, at Free Texas News. He's got this badass Sprinter van that he rolls around in with a studio in the back end of it, and I'm jealous as you can imagine. That's my goal, is to build one of those. Have the Starlink on top, little studio in the back. Dave, you're so nuts, man. Oh, my wife is gonna hate Dave after a while because he's gonna corrupt me.
720.
I hear you. Let's hook up this next week, come up with a plan, maybe next weekend or whenever you got time. I mean, I'm streaming a lot, like during the week. I was going to start trying to cut back, but obviously I'm cutting back. I made that whole long post about cutting back, and I have yet to cut back. I have yet to cut back at all. So, obviously I'm not very good at continuing with plans. But it's alright. Right now we're growing at a massive rate, and I would hate to cut back now. Actually, I think it would be kind of stupid to cut back now. But Sunday, I am not working on Sunday. I've got to get Starlink installed. It's supposed to the Starlink will arrive tomorrow, and Starlink will arrive tomorrow, and Sunday I'm going to be installing it. DC Dave and I are going to be out together tomorrow night, and to entertain you fine folks. And then Sunday I'm going to take the day off so I can get Starlink installed. It's your fault, Dave. Yeah, I gotta spend more time with my kid. He tells me all the time that he misses me. Him and my 11-year-old both. Volunteering at Bitcoin next weekend. We'll be doing some coverage. Free Texas News, super nerdy developer focused conference. Yeah, the Bitcoin stuff. All of our savings is in Bitcoin right now, but I don't understand how Bitcoin works. But of course, I mean, I don't understand how, it is Dave's fault, Inferno, it is. It's Dave's fault. I was supposed to take a lot of time off this week, and then Dave was like, no, you're not. He's like, nah, you're not taking any time off. So I got the magnets, Sean. I'm gonna install it with magnets, and then I'm just gonna pop a hole in the car. Bit or coin. I don't think it's free. You can get a whole Bitcoin for like $64,000 right now. I'll do halvesies with you. Let's go. Let's buy a Bitcoin right now. I wish I had 32 grand to buy half of a Bitcoin right now. That'd be nice. How do y'all like the downtown view tonight? It's Dave's fault. Hashtag Dave's fault. Hashtag Dave. Man, I can't believe we've been live for 2 hours already. Dave, you'd be good on OnlyFans, man. You'd probably sell a lot of memberships. Yeah, see, there you go, Dave. $62,800. You can get you a Bitcoin. A bit or a coin. I thought the Capitol was lit up more than what it is at night. Six-pack furs. No one likes dad bods anymore. And nobody likes dad bods, and I'm not even a dad. Oh shit. Hey, go get one of those ab implants. Have you seen those? That's what you need. You need an ab implant. Can y'all hear this guy behind me bumping their bass? Man, you can see that girl's drawers. She needs to put a longer skirt on. You got some booty tape. Oh, beautiful. Shit, I thought that said booty tape. See, Dave's starting to corrupt me. I knew it was going to happen. It was bound to happen. Bound to happen. I think they already have 6th Street blocked off.
Do you want to go with the DL? I'll run it down.
Yep, they already have it blocked off.
Texas DL 40791-700.
It's always Dave's fault. It's always Dave's fault.
47 World Code 4.
We're going to start a new hashtag on the dash page. It's going to be hashtag Dave's fault. There's a fire alarm, 8600 North Lamar. You know what? Yeah, 6th is blocked. We're going to go up north. Hashtag. Can y'all see the chat? I just sent a chat. I don't know if y'all can see it or not though. A dash tag. All right. I like it. Dash tag. Got a dash mobile. Got a dash tag. Well, I know they got it over on Twitch and YouTube. I don't know if y'all got my, did y'all get my hashtag Dave's fault on, where the hell are you gonna go magnet fishing at?
353047.
How, you're really gonna take a date magnet fishing? I guess that's kind of cool. That's something that a hick would do, man. That's something that I would do.
I'm out on Sam Mary William, 0239.
Leave it up to Dave to go magnet fishing with a girl.
Make it 12 return.
That's what it is, Zero. Go out and see what you can find under the water that's metal. Dave will end up finding a murder weapon. I'm telling you. Inferno says, Dave, you all good? Dave, you're making friends. I'm proud of you. Dave and I are almost the exact same age, by the way.
Good.
I mean, we are the same age, but I don't know what month he was born in. I was born in December.
Negative. I said DL minus clear 331.
Came across videos on YouTube. Found a firearm. Yeah, I've watched those videos where they find the firearms. It's crazy, man. There's all kinds of stuff under the water. And I guarantee you Dave's gonna find it. I can't wait to get him in the car with us tomorrow night. It's gonna be funny. He's gonna have to go PG because I'll get I'm gonna bring Dave into the car with me and he's gonna get me banned on Twitch and YouTube. Oh shit. September. Yeah, we're almost the exact same age. I was born in December. Yeah, he is. I'm telling you right now he is. Inferno, for sure. Back in DC or Houston? DC, you'd definitely find a murder weapon. Hell, you'd probably in Houston too. I mean, Dave, you come with me tomorrow night. You got to keep it PG. We can't get banned. We get banned, I'm gonna have to come sleep on your couch because I won't be able to afford a home.
642 order Denver. Order.
The bus driver's looking in here at all my computers and cameras, and he's like, "What the fuck?" He's still looking at me. This bus driver's looking at me like I'm crazy. I got microphones, cameras. You're gonna find you end up pulling up Hoffa. Oh man, that's funny. DC Dave the Magnet Fisher. He ain't gonna live that one down. Inferno, you would like Dave if you met him in person. I think we're a lot older than you, but you would like him. He's a cool dude. He's definitely the kind of guy that would fit in Austin, let's put it that way. Alright. Man, they're still out there with that airplane at the airport. I wonder if that motor ended up catching on fire after all. Hang on, I gotta get the one time they found an Uzi in the Potomac River that was all rusted. It worked perfectly. You know, I would love to find a gun like that and then restore it. Make it work again. But of course it'd be my luck that it would be an actual murder weapon. Yeah, no, so I don't know if you caught it a while ago, but there was a Southwest plane that was coming in. The motor was throwing sparks, and there was smoke in the cabin. It was a problemo. Alright, another fire alarm on Hansford Drive. Hansford, that's up where we're going right now. Any abandoned places in Austin worth checking? There's a lot of abandoned homeless camps if you want to check those out. As far as abandoned places, look, here's something cool. There's a lot of tunnels underneath Austin that can be explored. Zero can probably fill us in on it. There's a lot of tunnels under Austin, and you can access them very easily. But the problem is, you get into that tunnel network and you get lost, you're in a lot of trouble, man, because there's no public maps about how they run. I mean, if you get into the tunnels and you get lost, you're kind of on your own, you know what I mean? But there's stories that all of these tunnels that run under Austin, like they connect some of the bars on 6th Street with a lot of, you know, that's like a lot of like the mob and some of the crime that's happened in Austin was done with the tunnels. And the tunnels exist. I mean, we've been down there a few times. I didn't go too far, but they definitely exist. So if anybody is interested in going into the tunnels with me, I can't do it alone. We can go down and make a killer video in the tunnels. Yeah, there's a lot of info out there, but I have yet to find a map of the tunnels, like of how they run. And that's what scares me the most, is getting lost in those tunnels and not being able to make my way back out. When I went down the first time, that was one of the things that caused me to come back out fairly quickly, is because I didn't want to get lost. Yeah, there's a lot. Yeah, the tunnels connect to UT. The clock tower. So that was what was interesting. Back when Charles Whitman did his fuckery on the clock tower and killed all those people, the cops that actually were the ones that killed the guy that shot him, they actually went into the clock tower through the tunnels. They couldn't actually go across the open ground because he was up there sniping, but they went through the tunnels to access the clock tower. Oh yeah, yeah. If I could find a little bit more information and had somebody to go down there with me, I would definitely do it in a heartbeat.
It's going to be close to 2245.
I would do it in a heartbeat. Let's do it, Paul. You want to go? Let's do it, man. Send me a message. Let's set it up. We'll go down there and do it. I'm sure there's maps that exist, but there's not anything that's public. You know what I mean? That we can find. GPS that would just record. Yeah, yeah, for sure. For sure. But anybody's interested in making a video with me on that, we can probably boost your account here on X, and man, I mean, it would be a lot of fun. It would be a lot of fun to make that. We'd probably do it at night. Make the video, you know, we'd probably enter the tunnels at night. I think it would be a lot easier to avoid detection that way.
For the last year and a half.
Yeah.
Experiencing loud shocks.
Fishing string, yeah. I mean, there's got to be a way to make sure we can find our way back out. And it frightens me to think about getting lost under there, you know? Because from what I've been told and the research that I've done, the tunnel network under Austin is pretty extensive. And if you get lost, it's a big problem. And a lot of the tunnels are not even used for anything anymore. They're just there. And they run all under downtown, all the way up into the University of Texas, and it's a massive tunnel network. A lot of people don't even realize that they're there. You know, they're driving around and living on the street, and they have no clue that there's a shit ton of tunnels running under them.
29 millimeter negative. Return to a Korean.
And the tunnels that I've been in so far, you can tell they're extremely old because they're made with brick and mortar. Let's see, just hung the left wall. Yep, that's a good plan. You can carry enough fishing string to string all the tunnels in Austin. Is it more complicated than that? I don't know if it's more complicated than that. I think Zero had a good point about GPS. You know, you just keep your but the only problem is when you're down there, you're not gonna. It may be hard to get a GPS signal. So, YouTube Bully, YT Bully over on YouTube, had a recommendation about fishing string, and that is actually a very good idea because fishing string is light and you can carry a shit ton of it, and you could probably just keep stretching fishing string out indefinitely, really. And then, you know, literally, you would just, if you started getting lost, just turn around and follow the string right back out. I mean, it wouldn't be, you know, it's probably a great idea. Dude, the tunnels are great, Dave. I'm telling you. I don't know if I'd take a date there because a lot of it is sewer tunnels, but, hang on.
At 13,175 North US 183 Highway.
13,175.
Fire con north. Unlock alarm in AFC box.
I don't know what an unlock alarm is. The Professional, we're headed up to the Runberg 35 area where I got a text a while ago saying there was a lot of police activity and shots fired up there. So we're just working our way up to the Runberg area. Imagine that, shots fired in the Runberg 35 area. That seems to happen basically every night. I could see Dave taking a date to the sewers of Austin. I mean, honestly, I can really see him doing that. Yeah, Sean, GPS wouldn't work. Fishing line's a good idea. Orange masonry string too for shorter runs. Altered mentation. 4603 Blue Meadow Drive. 0, we're going to the area where the Jack in the Box is that I succumbed to the temptation and ate tacos that night, and they're already on my mind. Yeah, Runberg is the massive shots fired area. She's a drone operator. You should have her come out to the camps with us. Even though the drones don't really work in the camps, but yeah, Paul, you could do spray paint too, but you know, my only concern with the spray paint is I don't want anybody to know we've been there. Because I'm almost certain if we were found, we would get in trouble.
45 on primary. Trying to give you a 21.
If it's not Baltimore, then it's a safe no. Yeah, I don't want to get busted for trespassing because I think some of these tunnels are used for the telephone company, which is critical infrastructure that we're not supposed to access. But of course, from what I hear and the research I've done, there's really no, once you get in the tunnels, there's really no security on all the tunnels. I mean, they're pretty accessible. But a lot of power company stuff and a lot of telephone run through there. And there's a lot of sewers, so we're going to have to walk through a lot of doo-doo. I guess that means we should wear boots. DC Dave's on it. Hashtag Dave's fault. It's always Dave's fault. Man, we've been streaming for 2.5 hours and it's been a really good stream. It's been a really good Austin After Dark tonight. 605 Masterson Pass. Let's see. Where is Masterson Pass at? Dude, my phone's acting like a complete idiot. Alright, there is a medical call. Okay. Yeah, there's a medical call up on Masterson Pass. But I didn't hear what kind of med call it was. 485? You know, I'm kind of disappointed in that because normally on a Friday or Saturday night, we're normally hitting around anywhere between 1,000 to 1,500, sometimes all the way up to 3,000 by now. Kind of disappointed. And of course, I have no clue because Restream, yeah, I don't know. I don't know how many's watching on any of the other stuff. I'm streaming over to Instagram tonight as well. No viewers over there. No viewers on Instagram. That sucks. It is. Is what it is. Could be, man. I'll tell you what. The protest kind of made me want to take today off, but I do Austin After Dark only on Friday and Saturday nights, and I can't miss a night. And you know, funny enough, I've used to. I have normally had internet issues before now, and I've only dropped 4,000 packets in the 2.5 hours or 4,000 frames in the 2.5 hours we've been live. So, yeah, I've really stopped, Dave. I don't know if you noticed, but I stopped streaming over there. Tonight's the first night that I've streamed over there in quite some time. It's not good for this kind of stream anyway. You know, like long form kind of streams. Oh shit. I guess you're not gonna slow down. You damn near hit me, you idiot. Holy shit, that guy almost hit me.
172. Maybe code 4 because we're having a hard time finding you.
I'm code 4, I'm done. I'm heading out.
Controls and find us clear on a refusal. The internet station transition.
Y'all, I'm about to pass Matamoros Tacos.
36. Might come south.
Firecom North. Vehicle fire in ASD box 1403 F East 32nd Street in North Interstate Highway 35 northbound ramp.
Oh shit, there's a car on fire at 32nd Street and 35 back up in downtown. Dude, you're out in the street, you idiot.
Control 18.
Inferno says Houston traffic is worse. Oh yeah, yeah, hands down it is.
Clear our call as a refusal. Would you take that for 29?
I gotta. Yeah, car fire. We're gonna turn and head up there right now. But I gotta get up to Runberg to make it over to 35.
Last 8 soldiers. Charles Henry Island.
Let's see, 32nd.
Robert Edward Sam, first name David.
Let me get the coordinates.
Proper facing northbound at just north of 32nd Street.
North, so it's on the east side of the highway. Hang on.
Victor 13 en route to Baker 14,600 block Burgett Road. It's going to be one vehicle. It is blocking under
There should be a ramp. Okay. Alright, where's 31st? Is that 32nd Street?
Just north of 32nd Street.
Instrumentation 4603
Alright guys, we are 10 minutes out from the car fire.
There's a black SUV. Nobody was seen getting out of the vehicle. There is a text message on
my last traffic. That's negative. Other dispatchers on the phone. I'm just backing up for it, and I haven't turned on this channel yet. What was the traffic?
513, clear your route 589.
30.291560.
Car fire fully engulfed. Car on the lower deck of I-35, northbound, just north of 32nd Street. We were unable to make access to it, and we are transporting services non-stop. There are no responders on scene.
There is a car that is fully engulfed. Alright, we're rolling. A car that is fully engulfed in flames. Let's roll, boys. This should be some good content coming up.
183 at Burleson.
So, a ambulance that was passing by 32nd Street. This car is on 35 proper, but it's on the lower deck.
33. We just passed
3 Charlie 30, clear your route
car
5 Charlie 11.
fire fully engulfed car on the lower deck of I-35, northbound, just north of
Okay.
We were unable to make access to it, and we are transporting, so we did not stop.
Stand by, man. I'm trying to figure that out.
Alright. Let's go, guys. We're 9 minutes away, y'all. 9 minutes.
For no occupants of the vehicle, no one standing outside as well.
He said they didn't see any occupants standing outside the car. I swear, I hope there's not someone in the car. That's not going to be good if somebody is burning. That's not going to be good.
We did get an additional call already over by APD. It has been upgraded to a collision with injury priority 1.
Control, medic 20, we're going to be clearing South Austin, headed back to station for crew change.
Dude, what are you doing? Jesus.
Baker 448, checking status.
Yeah, lower deck, 32nd Street, right across from St. David's.
Stand by, medic 6. Still trying to figure that out.
Right across from St. David's. Now that I'm speeding up, yeah, did you hear me hit that pothole? I just rotated my tires this afternoon when I got home too, so I'm hoping I don't get a flat. And I really hope my camera doesn't blow off the top of my car like it did earlier when I sped up. It's definitely pushed it back again, but that's alright.
Control, medic 20, we're going to be clearing South Austin.
Dude. Hate it when people pull out like that.
Mustang Ridge 29 is about to go check welfare. Charlie 30, 11378 Mile Hollis Road. Complainant's refusing to take her seizure medicine. Caller stating there's a female that's depressed who water.
Well, that's a weird call. They just called the fire department because somebody is refusing to take their medicine. That's a really odd call to call the fire department on.
41 to the 4.
I mean, why would you call the... Anyway, it doesn't matter. I can see the smoke off in the distance. It's a big fire. I can already see the smoke. 6 minutes. 6 minutes out.
Hey, Jenny, you put those back, you pull the rest of them, block it, outside lane.
Let's see, we got to get on the lower deck up here, right? Yep, we got to get on the lower deck. We're going to get off at 51st Street. Yeah. Oh man, it just blew my camera up, y'all.
Check welfare on Mahalu.
I'm sorry, I'll fix it. See, that's the problem with having a camera on top, man.
Take meds.
Shit.
If she continues to refuse to take medicine, she'll have a
It just look, I'm sorry, I know y'all are looking at the sky right now. I'll fix it. As soon as we get up here to this, as soon as we get up here, I will fix it, I promise.
Subject out in the street with no shoes, shouting and yelling. Complainant lives at 12301 Ryder. Subject last seen wearing black pants. No weapons. Complainants advising they're in the halfway house nearby.
Yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. I'll fix it when I get there.
Sorry, Baker 15.
13, we're about to pull up to the collision now. There's a chance that this may be a case.
Sorry, Baker 15.
It's buffering. The stream's stable on my end. Is it buffering? Well, I normally don't have the camera on top of the car like this. And I've got it stuck up there kind of haphazardly. Shit, now we're gonna hit traffic.
We're doing that on 123.
Interesting.
14,400.
Wonder why it's buffering at you on YouTube. Man, I really want to just reach up there and fix that camera, but I can't. We're almost there though. I can see it right in front of us.
Pitching up to it.
If traffic stops, I'm gonna get out and fix my camera. You, YT Bully, you're in Guadalajara, huh? That's pretty awesome, buddy. Y'all, I am very sorry about the camera. They haven't even got, the fire department hasn't even gotten there yet. They're still trying to get through traffic. Man, I'm afraid if I stomp the brakes, it's going to throw the damn thing right off the front of the car. I swear I would cry if that happened. If it threw my camera right off the front, I'd be upset. All right. I don't know. Well, y'all can't see it because you're looking at the sky, but I'm looking at it right now. All right, we're going to get off right here. We're almost there, boys. Y'all can't see it yet, but I can. Because y'all are looking straight up, basically. Alright, I'm going to fix the camera right now. Actually. People are looking at me like I'm fucking crazy. Can CX comments on? Yeah, I've got a bot turned on. I've got a bot turned on that's supposed to take all the comments and, you know, post them everywhere else. So, The fire. Oh, there it is. Okay, there it is. Got it. It's right in front of us. I don't know if y'all see that right to your left, but there it is. Okay. We gotta make the turnaround, boys. They're already putting it out. Shots fired on East Slaughter. Yeah. Doesn't surprise me.
Caller is in a black 2019 Kia advising that she ran out of gas. She's requesting.
We're gonna make this turnaround, and you guys will see the fire. It's I'm looking at it behind me right now. As soon as we make this turn, it'll be right in front of us.
31, 33, hard problems, 2914 Aspen Star Way.
05 at 427, 429, and Lucy Boulevard, Servant Road, northbound.
Man, I hope that wasn't my internet that just.
Investigate wires arcing in AFC box 1505.
Shit, we're gonna.
427,
What the hell?
29, and Lucy Boulevard, Servant Road, northbound.
See, this is the problem with coming to the calls. It's northbound. Y'all see the red lights over there? See, this is the problem with coming to the calls in this area is there's just so much traffic that we're gonna have trouble seeing anything. Oh, they're trying to get on the highway, that's why. Okay, what we're gonna do is, hey, what are you doing, you fucking idiot? We are gonna pull in here. Alright, move, dude. Thank you. This is an abandoned building.
I'm sorry. That is 15. I'm clear now. Do you see?
Okay. I need to go live. Let's see. All right. All right, so I don't know how good of a view you are getting, but they're yeah, probably so, because it's right on the entrance ramp. They've got the entrance ramp to 35 blocked right there. So, for everybody listening on Citizen, we are at a vehicle fire. We're right at 32nd Street, right across from the Troubadour building, which I believe is, it's just right by St. David's. The fire has been put out, but it was the car was fully involved. It burnt the whole car. gonna have a hard time getting back out on the highway. I'm not sure if it was a collision or what happened. I heard there was an ambulance that passed it before the fire trucks got here, and they said that it was fully involved. They had the special operations truck on site. They have 35 shut completely down right now. 35 northbound is shut completely down. Which, you know what that's going to do for traffic. So anybody listening that is coming north on 35 out of downtown Austin, 35 is shut completely down right now. Looks like they are opening the highway up right now. Yep, afterward, the car is right in the middle of the stream, where you see the people standing right there by the fire truck. The car is right there. It's actually just a little bit behind them right there. It is burnt completely up. I mean, the car is just toast. Completely toast. And of course, they have all the traffic. They have all the traffic coming off of 35 now. So they still have 35 shut completely down. Northbound 35 shut completely down. I do not know the make and model. I mean, it's burned pretty badly. So if you see where the firemen are standing, that is where. Hang on, let me see if I can zoom in. Let me see if I can zoom in on it, get a better view.
Negative, it gives certain information on Nancy Brown, 9970.
No, upper deck is still open. It's only the lower deck that's shut down, and they have a officer at the Mike McDaniel. They have it looks like an officer down at the intersection just to the north of us, directing traffic through. Tow truck is on scene. And now there is a rollover on Mopac. 2700. We're gonna head that way. 2700. Okay, that's out towards Oak Hill, actually. So we're not going to be going there. Mike McDonald says, did Lizzo sit on the highway? Well, it stopped traffic, so it's definitely possible. There's a rollover accident down on Mopac by Oak Hill. We're gonna see if we can't get out of here.
3509 should be the 9 on shore.
We're probably gonna have issues getting out of here. Are you gonna let me out? Appreciate it, brother. Priority 2 rollover to Barton Skyway, Kappa, Texas. That's not too far, but we'll never make it there with the traffic that we're sitting in right now. Somebody tried to pour Modelo on a battery. DC Dave. It's DC Dave. It was probably Dave that did that. Dave poured Everclear on it, and it sparked and then blowed up. I'm gonna try to see what kind of car it is right now. See, the problem is it's on the fast lane. It's on the inside lane. I'm the calmest. Is that a compliment? The dude spelled my name with 3 or 4 M's. I'm about to not be calm anymore. Yeah, Hero, I just saw him take off from this. It's a car accident on oh well, there's the people. They're actually just the cops left them in a parking lot of Dreamers, the adult pleasure store. I kid you not. The people that their car just burnt, they literally put them in the parking lot of Dreamers, the adult pleasure store, and they're just sitting there with their bags. What the hell? They literally just left those people at the adult pleasure store.
5 acre 13.
I don't lose my cool. I don't ever get very angry, and I never get really too excited. No, they don't look like the kind of people that would want to talk to me, to be quite honest. They look a little ghetto. Heck yeah, KM, I'll go in there and be like, hey guys, I got Starlink from Pleasure first, business last. Yeah, those people were definitely sketchy. Probably why their car burned down. They dropped a doobie into the console. Panty nectar. At Panty Nectar. Don't get Dave started on that, KM. Woo! We're in for a ride now that you said that. We are in for a ride. Dave, turn off the chat. Don't read it. Dave, do not read the chat. Dave's in love, boys. And KM just sparked it. Oh, Dave. I'm dreading what he's about to say. At least we made it this far from Eagle Pass. Yeah, right? Oh, Dave. I know Dave's about to say something. Dave, be nice. She may be watching. She's a sweet woman.
Last unit 10-9, I couldn't understand you at all.
Yeah, go ahead and do that. I hear something up there, but I don't feel much.
Oh, Dave. Wait till Dave's in the car with me tomorrow night. It's going to be entertaining. If I don't get canceled, it'll be a miracle. It'll be a miracle. Yeah, it is hanging out. This is kind of like just hanging out with friends, honestly. Except I can't hear you guys. I just have to read it. Maybe someday the chat will be very interactive where like there can be conversation and... Oh, Dave, she's your future. Good Lord, man. Good Lord, DC Dave. I got to get off this highway. I'm starting to get agitated. All right. All patients are out of the vehicle. I'm getting agitated, guys. You need to ride. You want to go for a ride along? Let's do it. Come on out with me.
Got the switches turned on. Feeling pressure where I'm at. Let me know if Fair 2 is working.
Baker 493, checking your status.
Georgia.
Yeah,
Nah,
I can see
hit.
it faintly matching
Hey,
there too, but
you hook up with Dave. I'm telling you right now, he's a good
it's
dude.
already starting to clear up a little bit.
You're not going to find a better guy than him. He may be a little on the crazy side, but he's a lot of fun. I will guarantee you he's a lot of fun. You will have a good time with him, that's for sure. Inferno, it's not, but you know what? Just like Dave said, I very rarely do I ever get upset or loud or whatever. It takes a whole lot to get me upset. I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing, but it takes a whole lot. Miss Nectar. I'm telling you, out of everybody, since I've been doing this, she has made a bigger impact on what I'm doing than I have. And I kid you not about that. She has made a huge impact on what I'm doing here. I need over. Oh, DC Dave. Well, you guys got to tune in tomorrow night because Dave will be in the car with me. We may even put a camera on us in here tomorrow night just so you guys can meet DC Dave and see him all night long. I think that's a good idea. I think I'll put a camera on Dave tomorrow night. That's what I'll do. Dave, that's it. You're getting a camera tomorrow night. Yes, I'm absolutely going to put a camera on you tomorrow night. We're going to do internal shots for the first time in Austin After Dark history.
Baker 13. DPD's on scene.
No,
He's staying right there. He
she
is
doesn't.
second for traffic control.
Not at all. I mean, I can understand if she did. I really could understand, but no. My wife and I have a, you know, I don't know. I see people that are married and they are always talking about how they're arguing with their significant other, and you know, and man, I feel so fortunate because my wife and I, we never argue. You know what I mean? We never argue, we never really fight, and it's awesome. And I am so thankful that I have a wife that, you know, her and I get along. We get along so well, and I think I'm very fortunate. I think sometimes when you find the right person that you're supposed to be with, I think that changes everything. Like, I knew when I met my wife that that's where we were supposed to be. And I'm telling you, I would never, ever, never even think about cheating on her, ever. And yeah, it's just the way it is. And she knows that. And she trusts me. So yeah, there's no issues. T. Tyson says, yo. What's up, man? Thanks for being on here. We're hanging out with DC Dave tonight. He's in the chat. Tomorrow night, he will be in the car. Yep. Dave, I never told you this, but I'm going to tell you right now. My dad used to tell me and my brother all the time. He would tell us, the only time that you should be looking down on another man is when you're reaching down to pick him up. And that has been something that stuck with me my whole life. He's told me that, and he used to always tell us that nothing in life is so broke that it can't be fixed. And those two things, man, my dad, I lost my dad at the beginning of the year this year, and it sent me into a bit of a tailspin, but thankfully I'm pulling out of it now. But those two things have stuck with me my whole life, that my dad used to tell us. And I don't know where he heard it, or if he made it up, or if it was somebody else that said it, but I'm telling you, no truer words have ever been spoken. The only time you look down on another man is when you're picking him up, and that is 100% true. Yeah, I think that's why Dave and I get along so well, is because I'm the same way as him. I would do anything for another person, and you know, Dave is the same way, and you know, it's kind of like we're cut from the same cloth. Even though he's an idiot and he's from DC and he's crazy, there you go. But Dave's a good dude. Yeah, Jason, it was tough. Hang on a sec. Hey, baby, hang on, guys. I gotta mute it. I'm gonna talk to my kiddo real quick. Hang on.
Well, I woke up because I was scared in the dark, so I had to run away from that spooky. I don't know.
You woke up because you were scared?
He ain't been to sleep. Don't let him lie to you.
You ain't been.
I was scared.
You were scared? Well, Dad'll be home in a little while, but you'll be asleep.
Come over here, Joey.
But I will be home in a little while, and I will see you in the morning. Is that okay? Is that okay?
Say yes.
Yes.
Can I have screen kisses?
Give daddy kisses.
I love you, baby. Joe, where are you at, son?
I'm over here.
I can't see you. The thing's black. I don't know what just happened, but the video's black.
Let me see if I can figure this out. There we go.
Oh, there you go. Joe, are you gonna be back on the stream at all tonight?
Yeah, the phone died earlier. I just plugged it back in. I'm on the stream right now in there.
Okay, Bubba. All right, well, I love you, boys. Tila, I love you, and I will see y'all in the morning. I will.
And the stream is looking good from this up.
Good. All right. Hey, Caterade. I love you, baby. I'll see you in the morning. You be good for mommy, okay? All right. Love y'all.
Bye.
Bye. Love you, baby. All right. And unmuted. You guys there? Oh, shit. I was unmuted? Well, I'm sorry, y'all. I mean, well, I didn't say anything that was bad, so, I mean, sorry about that. My baby talk with my boys. I love my boys. Sorry, I thought I'd muted it. I honestly did. I think I did. I'm almost certain I muted it. I saw the red X. I don't know how it unmuted. Man, at least it wasn't dirty talk with the wife. DC Dave would have enjoyed that. Oh, shit. Well, there you go. Got a peek into Jamie's personal life. Good Lord. Now I'm embarrassed. Oh, shit. I'll come down and give you a good night kiss. Tuck you into bed. KM and Dave. Alright, what do we got going in the city, boys? Alright, we got a traffic injury on Palmer Lane. Alright. Hey, Joey. Your gang was trying to give you the heads up. Yeah, I wasn't looking at the chat. I thought I had muted it, but it is what it is. I guess it doesn't hurt to show a little humanness every once in a while, right? Everybody sees nothing but like homeless camps and bad shit happening in the city. I guess it doesn't hurt to show a little human side every once in a while. Sorry, I'm looking at the map to try to see what's happening. I'm looking at my citizen alerts. So when you, I've got access to, so any alerts that's put on the citizen app, I've got a portal that I can look at and see what's out there. So there was a, let's see what's in this area. SWAT investigation. Okay, that's old. Elevator rescue, 32 minutes ago. Vehicle fire, we were just there. Report of an assault, that was 2 hours ago. Traffic collision, nothing but traffic collisions. Well, poopy doo. Okay, well, we're going to go back up to where we were going a while ago, back up on Runberg. So, Dave, I got to get you out here tomorrow and show you... Dave, how long have you been in the city? How long have you been here in Austin? I don't think you've been here all that long, have you? I got to take you and show you the depraved side of Austin. I'm gonna show you some stuff that's gonna make you think, what the hell did I move here for? I've been in this city since 2010, and this city has changed so much in that time. It doesn't, I mean, it's not even really the same city anymore. You know, I mean, I know that sounds kind of stupid, but the skyline is completely different from when I moved. When I was homeless, so folks that are listening may not realize it, but back in 2010, I was homeless. July of 2022, yeah. So I'm going to show you some stuff. I'm going to show you some stuff out here. Dave, that was about the time, a few months after you got here is when I started Dash. But for those that don't really realize it, I was homeless here in Austin back in 2010. I moved here as a homeless person because it was easy to live here as a homeless person. And so I learned the streets. I learned all of the streets of this city from a bus seat, because when you're homeless you really don't have much else to do, especially during the summertime, but ride the bus. Yeah, we haven't worked the north side together yet. You know what, if you want to do you want to go to the camps tomorrow during the day and then stream at night, or do you just want to hold off tomorrow and then just do tomorrow night? If you want to go to the camps tomorrow, we can do the north side tomorrow. I'll take you to the camp where a guy was murdered last year. It's actually right up in front of us, not too far. The only time that I have ever had really any major issues with violence or threats to my safety in a homeless camp was in the north side. It was up on Lake Creek Parkway. That's where the guy chased me down with the rebar and tried to crack my skull open. No camps on Saturday. Cool. Yeah, no problem. Sunday, I may work for a little while on Sunday, so I don't know if you want to do something on Sunday, but if not, Monday. We can do the north side on Monday if you want to.
William David.
But I was up on Lake Creek Parkway. Yeah, Monday will work. I was up on Lake Creek Parkway in a camp. The camp's gone now. They cleaned it out. And they cleaned it out because of one of my videos. I posted a video on it. Mackenzie Kelly sent me a message and was like, you got to tell me where this is. I told her where it was at. She had it cleaned out within the week. So Mackenzie Kelly is very effective. Yes, that was when Trevor was with me. And that guy chased us down with the rebar. But Starlink will be here tomorrow. I'm excited about that too. Starlink will be here tomorrow. We can ride on the weekend, but I leave the homeless alone on the weekend unless it's an emergency. I hear you. So if you want to come out with me tomorrow night, man, let's do it. I'd love to. Honestly, I would love to have you, because I think it would be a very interesting episode with you in the car. I wish she was my council person. Yeah, Mackenzie's very effective. And since I've been doing this, we have shared phone numbers, and I chat with her all the time. And I kind of keep her up to date on what's happening out here. She is a really good person. You got to make the boundaries, and I apparently don't have any. Original Austin night since '69. The city today is unrecognizable. It's crazy, isn't it? It's unrecognizable. I got here in 2010, and it's almost unrecognizable to me.
131.
Dave says he's got to set the boundaries with the home. Yeah, I get it, man, but you know, like, this is my whole life now. So, like, my son's in the YouTube chat. He'll tell you it's like all I do anymore is work constantly. You know, I'm up at 5 in the morning and in town by 7 and home. It sucks. I need to be at home more. Yeah, her husband's awesome. So, do y'all know that show that's on public access? I think it's called the Trailer Park Show or something like that. I forget what it's called. The Trailer Park Show. It's a podcast, kind of podcast slash, but it's on TV as well. She's the producer of that, and she produces that show. And I was on that show last year. It was a lot of fun on that show. I had a lot of fun with that. Yeah, Paul, man, it's crazy how different it is right now. I want to bring my son out here and stream with him one night and show him kind of how the streets are. He's getting old enough to understand that stuff, and he's in the chat right now on YouTube. He's probably going to be happy that I said that I'm going to bring him out. But tomorrow night is going to be the Dave Show. And we're going to call it Austin After Dark, hashtag Dave's Fault. Another traffic. 4505 Duval. 4505 Duval. That's behind us. We're going to go.
172.
4505 Duval. Thanks, son. I appreciate that. I'm glad you understand. My son, my 11-year-old, says that I'm working my way up the ladder.
Break from that. I've got a report of
so it's understandable.
By Chester West. About 5 minutes ago, the Arkansas City saw.
Man, it's going to be nice. It's going to be nice to get funding. That's what's going to be nice.
Hello.
Disappointed in the direction the leaders continue to take. Yeah.
Black and white hat.
You know,
shirt,
it's really sad because
wearing a black backpack.
They see the same stuff that we all see. The people that run this city, they see the same stuff that we all see, and I don't understand how they look at that and see anything other than just total crap. You know what I mean? I don't understand how they look at what's happening in this city and go, yeah, everything's okay. We need to just keep doing the same thing. It's such bullshit. Dave says he really needs me to film it. Yeah, I'm ready. You know, man, I'm ready to be filming anything. I'll film damn near anything. Do y'all know this channel? There's a channel on YouTube called Soft White Underbelly. Do y'all know that channel, Soft White Underbelly? All right. Well, Mark, the guy that runs it, I've been chatting with him here recently. So when I started this whole thing way back when, it was with the intention of my YouTube channel being a Soft White Underbelly type channel. And that's my goal, is to have, I don't know if Sean is still in the chat, but he's got the Sprinter van that I'm looking at. Anyway, have a Sprinter van, a van or RV, something like that, with a studio in the back that we can travel around doing interviewing anybody that's interesting. Farmers, lawyers, drug addicts, hookers, whatever. Interviewing anybody that's interesting. And I've started doing that last year on the channel here in Austin. There's plenty of interesting people here to talk to. But, yeah. We weren't talking adult entertainment anymore. Well, you know, I mean, it happens. I don't think Dave's talking about that. I think Dave's talking about stuff with the homelessness. I don't. I mean, it surprises me because Dave talking about filming it is exactly something that Dave would be talking about. But damn it, Dave. Oh shit, man. I think Dave's actually talking about we're in the homeless space. I would never film that. I'm going to throw that out there right now, KM. I would never film that. That's not something I'm interested in. I'm just going to put that out there right now. I hope Dave wasn't talking about... Okay, yeah, you're talking about homelessness. Okay, that's what I thought. Yeah, I would never film something like that for sure. Never. That's not my bag. Not my cup of tea. KM thought we were talking about... Oh shit, Dave. Tomorrow night's gonna be crazy. Oh, Dave. Oh, jeez. Dave. Hashtag Dave's fault. If this if this episode gets taken down, it's gonna be a hashtag Dave's fault. Oh, Jesus, Dave. This guy. Now you guys see what I gotta deal with all day long during the week. This is what I deal with all day long. And it makes me wonder how I keep my cool. Jesus Christ, Dave. Jesus. I gotta come up with a nickname for you that's not DC Dave. You're gonna be... I'll come up with something. Oh, David. Jesus Christ. I don't even think your name is David, but when my wife... You gotta get... Oh, David. Dave. Bro. What the hell? Oh, Jesus. Dave woke up the chat. The lone wolf. Holy shit, Dave. KM, you see what I got to deal with? You see what I got to deal with? This is what I have to deal with. Every day. This is what I got to deal with. You guys are going to see it tomorrow night. I'm putting a camera on him tomorrow night. I don't normally put a camera in the car, but tomorrow night there's going to be a camera in the car. Because tomorrow night I got a feeling is going to be a pretty epic Austin After Dark. If Dave doesn't get me banned. And if he gets me banned, he's in trouble. I don't know what that app is. You woke up the horse. Oh my God. The lone horse. Oh my God. I'm snorting. Holy shit. You made me snort. Oh man. Oh man, now I'm sweating. Jesus Christ. What am I doing? Oh my God, what am I doing? Dave, I bet you were the life of the party when you were a kid. He said, hashtag Dave FUKS. Oh my God, what's wrong with me? I can't stop laughing. I'm trying to get to a car accident on Duval and I don't even know where I'm at right now. What is this? Northgate, alright. Polybuy, try now. Oh, that's definitely where you need to be. That is exactly where you need to be. This is where the SWAT call out was a few weeks ago, right here on this street. Where are people voting? Not sure. What do you mean? Where are they voting at? I don't. Poly, buy, try, and they and those. Oh man, the she and it. Okay, Em, wait till tomorrow night. You get to see it all live, and I swear to God, I'm putting a camera on him. He gets a camera tomorrow night. Actually, it'll be a camera on both of us because I only have a wide angle. So you guys get to see Dave be Dave. Prepare for a lot of laughing. I'm going to tell you that much. That dude makes me laugh harder than anybody I know. I got a feeling tomorrow night's episode is going to go off the rails quickly. So, what's the over under on if we get the stream taken down tomorrow night? I wonder what the chances are we get the stream taken down. I got a feeling there's going to be a good chance that we get the stream taken down, honestly. Oh, Jesus, Dave. You told me about You told me about that. Is that the app where they're doing that? That's crazy, man. That's crazy. You told me about that. Holy shit, man. Oh my God. How long have we been live tonight? 3.5 hours. I gotta end the stream before 4 hours or it's gonna end it for us. Elon's on our side. Yeah, he is. He actually is. Elon pays me well, and I'm okay with that. Elon's my friend right now. Don't talk about Elon. Yeah, I won't be downloading that app. Now that might cause trouble between me and my wife. I might actually be sleeping on your couch. Oh man. The FEELD app. Elon's on our side. I wonder if Wiener Schnitzel's open. I am starving. And I've been off of fast food. So, damn it. Then I got convinced to get on the app called Jesus, Dave. Dave! You're revealing too much. Leave it a mystery. Gosh, dog it, Dave. This guy and his apps. He's on like 30 dating apps. I'm sensing a theme tonight too. I'm worried about what the theme's gonna be tomorrow. My camera's crooked and I haven't even noticed it. Jesus. The camera is very crooked. DC Dave's fault. Hashtag DC Dave's fault. I'm serious. I'm naming the stream tomorrow night. Austin After Dark live. DC Dave's fault. DC Dave made me do it. I don't want to talk about it. I don't want to talk about those apps. That's forbidden territory for a married man. You're gonna get me in trouble. Drug tape bag. Saturday, you can't read the date. Oh, tomorrow night's gonna be great. I am really looking forward to the show tomorrow night. I think it's gonna be great. I'm gonna show up at your house early. That way you can clean my car for me. How about that? Since how you're worried about it. Dave's always... So, look, this car... Literally, the only thing this car does is drive around to homeless camps and then stream. And Dave's upset because my car is dirty. Seriously, he's upset because the car is dirty. The dash mobile's dirty, and Dave's upset about it. The dash homeless mobile. I'm gonna wrap it. I'm not kidding you. I'm gonna wrap it in a dash wrap.
Callers about it. There's a large group of kids in a pool area and barbecue area being loud.
We're gonna have the ultimate dash mobile. KM, thanks for being on here tonight. Honestly, thank you very much. I appreciate it so much. Guys, speaking of that, I am going to end the stream before... We got to end it pretty quickly anyway, or it's going to end for us. Thanks, everybody, for being on here. Please go, if you're not following, please go give us a follow. If you do want to support what we do, there is a pinned tweet at the top of my profile for ways that you can do that. If you want to use a credit card to donate, you can do that on Ko-Fi, Ko-Fi. I'll post a link to it. You can do it there without an account. DC Dave, I will call you in the morning or call you tomorrow. Just call me when you wake up, and we'll make a plan for tomorrow night. But guys, thanks for joining me tonight. I appreciate it. I hope it was at least somewhat entertaining for you. And I will see you guys tomorrow.